What's up, everybody? How's it going? How's it going? Hey, I just wanted to jump on, and I was gonna text out this huge "Aloha, Julie, Haole Makahiki Ho," and do this long post. And I hope you guys can hear me. By the way, let me know if you guys can hear me, because I can hear me, and I can see me. But I said, yeah, I told Patsy, yeah, I think I just gonna do an go live, and she said, yeah, go, and I did. So we hooked it up real quick, and just wanted to come on, and as we're sitting in the living room and watching TV, and we can hear the fireworks going off already. And I went outside, and the aerials are going crazy at Wailo House Lots, and I can hear the dogs screaming. And oh man, my brother is on, my pops is on. Oh, where did my pops? Here we go. Boom. In Colorado, nice warm Colorado. Happy New Year, pops, and everyone up there in Colorado. Give everybody our love, Ellie Mae, and everybody. Just tell them we love them, and have a good time. It's you guys are gonna get to the New Year before we do, but I'm just hoping that everybody has a good time tonight. Most importantly, what's up, Shar? Be safe. Be safe. This is the one night that I worry about because everybody's so into having a good time and enjoying themselves, and they forget about safety. And guys, it's just not worth it, man. It's not worth it. We don't want to lose anybody tonight driving home after celebrating. And 23 degrees in Minnesota. I spent a lot of cold months in Minnesota with my mom at the Mayo Clinic years ago, and it was below zero. And definitely reminds me why I am happy that we live in Hawaii. But Minnesota is pretty. It's gorgeous during the when it's not winter. But other than that, it's a beautiful place, and my mom and I spent a lot of time up there, and actually went to the Spam Museum out there in Minnesota. Not too many people know about the Spam Museum, but if you haven't been there, you need to go. If you're in Minnesota, go check it out. It's a special museum for spam, and Hawaii has its own area. They have a special area that talks about spam and the popularity in Hawaii, and it's a pretty cool thing. So anyway, um, I hope you guys are starting off having a good time. Jesse Sapolo, a good friend of mine, played with the San Francisco 49ers. He made a post today. He said, "Don't let a football game spoil your New Year's celebration because if you guys follow football, man, it's just been a crazy year. It's been a crazy year. The coconuts and the village. Hope everyone is staying safe and healthy as you're celebrating the new year. Yes, thank you, Dana. We are trying. We just got back from Oregon. We spent 15 days up in Oregon with our kids, Baron and Nikki, and our brand new grandchild Jahari, and it was just amazing. It was fun. And hi, honey, and BC. And it's hard to leave because our loved ones are there, and but you know that's life, right? I guess I gotta learn to accept that. All right, what's it going, Cindy? And how Nani is in the house, and Melissa, Uncle, we on Oahu, Sonic on Warzone. Yeah, well, Honolulu. I mean, I don't remember being on Oahu on a New Year's Eve, but I see the news every night, and it's crazy. And I don't know what the answer is. And people say ban fireworks. Well, those fireworks are illegal to begin with. And I saw the press releases from the feds that they confiscated 14 tons, 16 tons, and another 17 tons of all these illegal fireworks coming in. But that's not stopping the people. It's, and what's up, Tim? What's up? And um, we live in a different time now, and I can remember when we went out and popped fireworks, and the firecrackers, and swept up the streets afterwards. But now these aerials, and with what we just saw in Maui, I think it's just irresponsible um, to be blowing those dangerous aerials in areas that in any area. I mean, we had fatalities here on Kauai in the past few years. It's not safe. Um, it terribly uh, uh, causes a lot of stress for people, veterans, our veterans, anyone with PTSD, our animals. Um, yeah, it's. But what do you do? I mean, yes, Melissa, we are due for a chat. Like, we are due for a chat. Yeah, I've been busy, and it's just been it's been a crazy year. It's been just a crazy year all around. I did want to start off by thanking the people of Kauai anyway, that allowed me to serve as their council chair. I mean, we had a very busy year, and the work, there's just so much more work to do in 2024. But in addition to that, just what's happening in our world, in our state, and in our counties, individual counties, it's just been a struggle. And I pray that 2024 will bring opportunities and just a better uh, living for our people here in Hawaii. Sorry, I'm looking off to the screen because I'm reading the comments, and I don't want to miss any, but it scrolls pretty quickly, so I apologize if I miss your comment. But yeah, I just want to have a better place, and that's what we try to do here in our county and our council. And yet, we're it's just difficult to do. The wheels of government move so slow. But I don't want this to be a political speech. I just want to say that, number one, thank you for uh, just being our friends and the village. I saw someone here just posted, "Miss you, the village, Murray." I do too. I do too. And I keep saying we're gonna bring it back, and it's just, I can be honest, man. It's difficult. It's busy, and I am committed to bringing it back in 2024, even if it's like this. I thought about doing a Q&A, ask me anything, and maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll start off 2024 next week with a show, and it's just a Q&A. Just ask me whatever you want, and who's my favorite football team, or what do I think about what's happening in the world. What's up, Duchess? You're welcome. I, I always get people always say, "Mel, thanks for all that you do in the community." And honestly, uh, you know, we all got to do a little bit. We just all got to do a little bit. And it's not that it becomes a lot easier if everybody does a little bit. I do spend a lot of time on Facebook. Most of the time is spent. Hi, Hilda. What's up? um, and I see a lot of people just grumbling um, about anything and everything. No solutions, just they're pissed off with the world, and they get behind the keyboard and they go ahead and start firing away. And I'm thinking, why don't use that energy and try to go make it better? Why don't you just try to do something good for somebody? Myself, Patsy does a lot in our community, and she's the unsung hero, right? Because she's not on the county council, she doesn't get any of the publicity. She just does so much for our community that most people have no idea what she's doing. And 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 I think about Patsy, and I think about many of you, probably all of you, that do do a little every day, to make this place better. And I appreciate that, and we thank you. So rather than get on Facebook and start being angry about, it's like Facebook is the new KPD or HPD, right? Somebody drives erratically, you don't call the police, you post it on Facebook. Like, Facebook is not an enforcement agency, right? Facebook is social media. But guys, just we all gotta do better, including myself. And that's my hope, that in 2024 people wake up and say, hey, you know let's just go make it a better place. I know you took so many pics of your grandbaby, you probably never let him cry. Oh gosh, I don't even talk about my grandson, because then I'm gonna cry. Hang on. I will. I miss that kid. um I just miss that kid so much. 3 months old. And yeah, I love it. I love it. But the other thing, I was in Oregon, right? We spent a lot of time in Oregon, and I know I always talk about how sad it is for our kids having to move away and all of that. And then as we sit in Oregon and we look at the different opportunities, they have their issues. Don't get me wrong. Portland's a sewer. Don't get me wrong. I would never wanna live in Portland, and I just hate my daughter living there. But when you look around outside of Portland, you look at the opportunities, you look at the cost of living, you look at the opportunities for homes. Um, I honestly don't blame our kids for leaving because there's just nothing here. I saw on the news tonight, oh, tomorrow the minimum wage goes up to $14 an hour, and yeah, I mean that's good, but already the businesses are saying, well, you guys are going to see the price, you guys are going to pay the price, right? Everything is going to go up, and like, how much more can it go? How much more can it go? And that is why it's going to take all of us to do our little bit individually to help, whether it's a nonprofit, whether it's taking some food down to a shelter. I mean, it's just whatever we can do to help, we have to. I mean, that's just the bottom line. And there's so many warriors out there that do this on a daily basis, never get recognized. And for them, I just want to say thank you. And I know most of you on here, if not all of you, are doing it. So just thank you. The other thing, the other part of my message that I wanted to make sure, and I touched on it earlier, is about the safety part. You know, um, the worst thing is waking up tomorrow and finding out that we lost somebody because of a traffic accident or a fireworks accident. And if you guys are partaking in that stuff, make sure you're safe. Make sure you have a designated driver. Make sure if you're, excuse me, man, that cold weather, I tell you, man, that's the one thing I hate about the cold weather. I always come back with this nasty cough. It's not COVID. I tested and tested and tested. Um, but it's just this the cold weather, man, does it. Yes. Let me just post this one here. Cindy Ayanon does a lot for our community. Absolutely. The unsung heroes, and again, I hate, I mean, I'm flattered when people say, man, oh, bro, you work so hard. I do what I gotta do. I do what I gotta do. Um, whatever I can. I wish I was a billionaire. You know, I really do, but I'm not. So we gotta do other things that don't cost money, right? And that's, like I said, just whatever we can. Rosie, my gosh, I am so sorry. Prayers to you and your family, Rosie. My gosh, it's just it's a horrific time of year for anybody to have to go through that. I did want to get some of these comments up because it's some of our longtime friends. Angie, how are you doing? Jeff, aloha, Jeff. Mahalo for all you do as well. My boy left the area, Colorado, drives truck across country, making big bucks. Yeah, I got a nephew that's living in Iowa, doing the same thing. Crazy, crazy. Um, let's see, Rosie. I moved from Maui to I'm sorry, Hawaii to Tennessee. Yeah. Well, Rosie, our condolences and prayers go out to you and your family. And it's just very hard to get over that kind of loss. But we all can pray that 2024. We ask for God's blessings, and really lean on God. I mean, I'm not gonna make this a religious speech either, but we've had ups and downs in this last year, our own family, and all we can do is ask for God's blessings and continue to pray for everyone, even your enemies. How's this cup? $10 if you go down to Huike and go get yourself one of these. I got some coconut wireless cups that'll be coming in, and they'll be available as well. Not to make money, just to have some fun. Got some merch. But yeah, so the whole thing with the Coconut Wireless is now is, we can talk about anything we want, and I think, again, I think the Q&A, uh, the Q&A is fun, and I think I get more out of those sessions than anyone else. When I meet with people in the community, it's always a learning experience. It's always finding out something that I didn't know, and that is just the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it. So, what's up, Eric Shibuya, the world traveler, retired police officer, good friend of mine, and he's always traveling, man. That's the life. Melissa, you've been missing my voice on the village. Yeah, well, my wife. I think that's why my wife tells me to go in the room and go do your live. Then she doesn't have to listen to me, right? You guys have to. But I enjoy doing this. Again, I do want to make sure the content is relevant and fun, and um, so yeah, we'll make sure we. And if any of you want to be a guest, you just got to send me the note, and we just have some fun. Uh, because I think the more and more people that we can connect again. There was a time the village we had 1,000 people watching live, and it was about COVID, right? Everything was about COVID, and there was nowhere that people could get accurate uh, information. And it started out as just a community service project, right? Let's just go ahead and share some information that we had, and then it just became the staple for so many people. And yeah, missed me choke. Yeah, and we gotta, whenever we can get the community engagement going, good things happen. I mean, and that's what we gotta do. There's just not enough of that going around, and it's very difficult to get information. So anyway, that's kind of the plan and the outline for 2024. Let's see here. Aloha, Mel Raposo, can you help feature Maui volunteers as well as Maui issues? We need ongoing support. Just send them my way, Dana. Send them my way. I know I have spoken to Grassroots Institute, Kelly Akina. He wants to come on and share their perspectives. I did talk to actually our Big Island Mayor, Mitch Roth, is willing to come on. Again, I don't want it to become a political show. I want it to become a show where we can just engage with each other and learn, and hopefully spread out good information, whether it's about traffic or whatever. And yeah, yeah, just want to have fun and get it done, right? So I think next week, we'll start with a Q&A, a live Q&A. I can actually take calls too. I can actually set it up where you guys can just call in and we can take your calls online. Um, yeah, Roxanne, you guys are too kind. You guys are too kind. Uncle Charlie's so busy. He, as you can imagine, at the airport now, he takes care of all of the islands, and he is just so busy. But I do want to get him back on to do a show, and just remember the show we did. We just reminisced about the old times, about the old restaurants, and what we used to do. And yeah, I think we'll do that. That was probably one of our favorite shows. Um, and I often think about that. Somebody's been posting up the old pictures of Lihui Town and Kapa'a Town, and look at Roxanne Roth. Yeah, uh, you know, I don't discriminate. I actually, and I don't know him that well. I did meet him a year or so ago, and we did chat a little bit about the Big Island. And but the bottom line is this: we cannot disregard people that we disagree with. Politics, they say, is the art of compromise, but I mean, I think we have to be able to have discussion and dialogue, constructive dialogue, even if we disagree. And we cannot shut people out. And yet, there are many politicians that do. They just turn off the switch, and it doesn't. You could talk to you blue in the face. Um, but yeah, I think we got to get to that point that we can have a discussion and think about what's best for everyone, right? And it's not always that easy, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll develop the show based on what you guys want to see. How's that? You guys want to see me bring on people to talk about specific topics? I'll get them on. I mean, it was incredible how popular the Mel and Charlie show got just because so many people watched it and shared it. And I mean, I go across the state. I travel. I'm in Maui. I think I was in Maui. It was before the fire, and I was with Bernard Cavallo, and we're going through the TSA line, and the girl says, Aren't you the guy that did the Facebook Live?" And I said, "The Mel and Charlie show." Yeah, I said, "Yeah, that's me." Wow, thanks. That man, we watched that. Blah blah blah, and it's just a lot of people watched it, and maybe not every night, but they watched it enough where they recognized myself. Charlie, everybody knows Charlie anyway, but across the state. But yeah, it's. But we'll design the show around what you guys wanna see and hear. There's no shortage of people that want to come on. Um, Sherry, what's up? Happy New Year, you guys. Absolutely, no matter how uncomfortable the conversation may be, it needs to happen. Yeah, Sherry, you are exactly right. Can I bring on Biden? Sherry, you are so right. Some it's bottom line, and listen, I stand here today and tell you, Sherry, you have taught me a lot in this last year just by having the discussion. You have shared with me information that I honestly had no clue what was going on, and I'm never ashamed to admit that when people ask, "Brian, you know about this? You heard about this?" If I don't know, I don't know, and I say I don't know. Educate me, educate me, because and I think you're right, Sherry. A lot of people are just uninformed, and they're going based on what they think and not so much what the facts are. So I think the discussions are great. I love this format, this platform, because you cannot hide. You cannot hide because everyone's watching, and it's not recorded. I mean, it's recorded, but it's going out live. I remember the one show we had with General Hara, and we were talking about COVID, and he was, he was all, and we got him engaged, and then he accidentally said a swear word, and he said, "Oh, wow, you got to edit that one out." I told him, "Sorry, General, it's live. This is unedited, uncensored, and there's a lot of people watching." So I think that's the best platform, because you best come prepared, or you're gonna have a rough time. But yeah, we'll do it that way. We'll set up the Q&As. Happy New Year, Mila. Um, and then we'll just develop the show that way, and we'll bring on who we need to bring on. And um, I think there's a lot to be discussed. I think there's a lot of information. Our community is so intelligent, and unfortunately, I think they just, number one, they're just so busy working and making a living that they don't have time to get involved with the political BS. Uh, that's number one. The second thing is just they have come to understand the fact that nothing's going to happen, and that is what bothers me the most when people tell me, yeah, I never call because nothing would happen. And we try to take the ball from there and run with it, but it's always easier for us to find a solution if we get the call right away. And but we don't know what we don't know. That's just the bottom line. We don't know what we don't know. How's it going, Jody? I know I missed some of you guys. Kamalani 947. What's up, Warren? Happy New Year. Let me see. I just gotta make sure I catch most of you guys. Um, Happy New Year from Monterey, California. Oh, yes. Darrell and Iris Woodward. Happy New Year, you folks. Oh, by the way, I hope you guys had a great Christmas. Um, I hope you guys had a great Christmas because it was, again, we were in Oregon. What's up, Heidi? And my daughter lives in Portland. My son lives in Hillsboro. So we rented um, a VRBO in Beaverton, which was right in the middle, right in the middle of the two of them. So we were the hub pretty much, and they came to us, and we had our mother-in-law, my mother-in-law, with us. So, and we did go out a little bit. It's cold. My mother-in-law caught a bad chest cold, and we really want to keep her out in the elements. So we spent a lot of time in the house or at my son's or my daughter's. But it was a great Christmas, um, and again with the new grandson, who had no clue what was going on at 2 months old. But uh, those memories will stay in my brain for a long, long, long time. So anyway, so what do you guys think? Q&A next week, and then we develop the show. We'll allow you guys to help us develop the show, and we'll just take it from there and see where it goes. Um, Jerome Kim, yeah, Jerome would come on in a heartbeat. He would come on in a heartbeat. Maybe it's time. There's so many developments that have come on with COVID and RSV and so many other nasty things that are running around. Man, never. What is the way to say it? There's never too much information. Never too much information. So, do you have a date and time in mind? No, I'm probably kick it off this week, Wednesday or Thursday. I gotta go look at my schedule, and then we'll take it from. We'll do it once a week. I think once a week, and then we'll build on the show based on what you folks like, and take it from there, and have some fun doing it. And again, if you guys know anyone they want to come on and share, just send them to me. Have most of you have my number, or if not, just message me on this Facebook Messenger, and we'll go from there. And maybe have some contests, and I don't know, just have fun, man. Let's make 2024 a good year. Let's make it a better year than 2023, and we can. It's a lot of it has to do with right up here, your mindset. So let's focus on a positive 2024, and let's go make it happen. With that, let me just say this, please, guys. Tonight, I don't know what you guys' plans are. I'm not sure where you're at. Be safe, all right? Be safe. And if you guys gonna drink, get a DD, get a designated driver, Uber, Lyft, whatever you gotta do. Do not drive. Please do not drive. It's not worth it, folks. And we want you guys to be here next week for the Q&A. Seriously. And if you guys are popping off some celebratory fireworks, just be safe. Watch our cakey, all right? And let's make sure that they're safe. Charlie Iona. Holy moly. Look at that. Hang on. I think I can do something here. Let me try something here. Charlie Iona. Yeah. All right. Charlie. All right, Charlie. The invitation is always open, man. There's an open invitation, man. Maybe Wednesday or Thursday night we do a Q&A. We'd love to have you on. And let's get this thing going. Let's build the village back up, and let us make 2024 the best it can be, and we can. All right. If we all do it and make that commitment. Oh, Charlie said he'll be on Wednesday. I gotta go check my schedule, Charlie. I'll give you a buzz, man. I'll give you a buzz. If I can swing it Monday, that's when we'll do it. You guys heard it. All right. Okay, folks. I'm gonna let you guys go enjoy the rest of your New Year's Eve, and I'm gonna go back and watch some old football games, some WWE wrestling replays, And I don't know if I'll even make it to midnight because the jet lag and just the exhaustion is kicking in. But I do wanna stay up at least till 10 p.m. our time so I can wish my two kids a happy new year and my grandson Jahari. So with that, folks, thank you for tuning in. You guys have an amazing evening, an amazing, happy, healthy, and prosperous 2024. And we'll see you guys Wednesday or Thursday. Stay tuned, watch my Facebook, and you guys all have an amazing evening. God bless. We love you guys. Take care. Aloha.